Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and I guess we're going to the theater on this episode of Bad End Theater. Joining me in this little trip is J.K. Lantern.
The theater. What happened to the theater? Especially where dancing is concerned.
And V.
Yes, hello, hi.
So, I literally know nothing about this game. None of us really do. This was suggested to us by one Queen Creeps. I'll have a link in the description of her YouTube channel. Definitely check her out. As well as another friend of ours, Cam. I'll also have her linked in the description below. So, without further ado, let us begin.
What fresh hell is this?
Let's find out.
Well, welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You'll make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. First, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Okay. So let's go with the demon. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Play nice? You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless.
What a dick.
You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end there. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay. Friendly little guy minding his own business. How will we interact? Attack it. You kill the demon doll this time, and it doesn't resist. This is all because you chose to play nice in the first round.
Oh my god!
Are the mechanics becoming clear?
So I'm going to have to remember shit.
Well, now you know how the story
Yes.
goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behavior on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay, so let's turn the hostile off. Oh no, we turn the wicked on. Nope, okay, there we go. So start again with the demon. And then we play nice. Oh! You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends.
Yay!
Awesome!
Friendship!
We made a friend.
Cool, I think I get an idea of how this works. Game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got 4 options. The hero, a maiden, an underling, and the overlord.
What shall we do?
Yes, who shall we start with first? And apparently there's 41 endings, oh damn.
The underling just kind of looks like V.
Let's start
I
with
wonder
that.
why.
And you know what? I think I'll have it that, V, you can do all the narration for the underling stories.
Fair enough. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. Well, what does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot.
As it does.
You should probably steer this in a responsible direction.
Okay.
Should.
So, looks like
Nah.
So we should just not? Or should we just overthrow her?
Let's overthrow her. Why not? Let's see what happens. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest that maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. Oh my god. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options.
Have you had foob?
Not yet.
Well, why not? Nom 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 nom.
Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Welp. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. I mean, it kinda is. You haven't even done anything yet.
Other than eat someone.
Listen.
Well, let's give them something to scream about. Yeah, let's
sure.
put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Oh look, applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. Well, this is where I die. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, worth it. The curtain closes!
Oh, that's one ending.
Da-da-da!
Alright, well, let's reset the stage. Oh, looks like we now have the option of choosing hungry or disloyal for the underling. How about this time we go for the hero, and Lantern, you get to narrate.
You are the potato.
It's a hero.
Exactly, it's a potato. It's who I main in Smash Brothers. Been a while since I've played Smash Brothers. You are the potato. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. That one time you time traveled. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Must be Tuesday. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. Well, I live in Tornado Alley, personally. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue yon maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience.
Alright, the question is, do we bravely slaughter the evil creatures or flee like a coward?
Should I let John Quincy Adams decide?
You're gonna flip a coin?
I'm gonna flip the lucky JQA dollar.
Okay.
Heads!
Okay.
Heads, bravely slaughter the evil creature. Tails, flee like a... I hadn't flipped it yet.
Oh, whoops. Well.
What?
Well, screw you, John Quincy Adams. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now.
Hustle, you're gonna need a cleaner.
After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord.
Alright, flip the coin.
Yep.
That was heads, so I choose violence.
Well.
Let's go!
You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the Maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone.
Hey.
That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chamber. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all of her people. All her peeps. You get straight to the point and ask her where the 11 secret herbs and spices are.
They aren't here. That's for sure.
She, But you won't be fooled. If the Maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor Maiden's fate fills you with gas. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You have utterly destroyed the local ecosystem by destroying all of the demons. An ecological disaster is sure to follow. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the Maiden, the secret herbs and spices, or a bathroom within its walls. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from the world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated.
Failed hero. Alrighty. In that case, let's try out the Overlord. I'll take this one. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose here is just to dethrone you. What's their deal, anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Well, considering in the actual story they were not given a day off, Why don't we be nice? You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere, refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero showed up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy?
John Quincy Adams told me to choose violence.
You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly and wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control, that gave you strength. These are your thoughts of the Starship Enterprise. I mean, as you're swallowed by darkness. I see. Okay, so I bet you if we took off the dutiful, that would end a different role for that. But let's see what the Maiden has to offer. I'll let you take this one, V.
You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the Overlord one day, because you're a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those.
Rude.
You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You are in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden.
Oh Lord Putty, what is the answer?
The answer is self-improvement, it is.
You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens.
This is not gonna go wrong.
Not long into your little adventure, a demon Underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary.
I think I know where this is going, so we're just gonna shout for a hero.
You yell, but a hero does not come.
Sorry, busy doing genocide.
The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful! This plan of yours is completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything. Of course, this was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more.
We're doing great!
Yeah!